Well, hello everybody, my name is Mr. Lee David Carter and I've come here today to talk about what it is your inner child is trying to tell you and basically how you can heal, okay? So basically, your whole life is a manifestation of your thoughts and that go on in your head, and I thought of all the little Lisas out there and that are waiting to come out of the closet and as a Lees and vice versa. And I thought queer youth that fights day in and day out to prove its worth, yet the challenges for whom, keep getting more intense. And I even envisioned all those strong, headstrong individuals out there that have got lost and along the way because they lost the guidance in their lives to a point and do not have, or should I say, no one left to go to, like myself. Growing up in London, coming from a different generation, as it was called in them days, queer nation. If you was someone like myself, they would class you as queer, like regarding the LGBTQ community. So, in the first book, it talks about Lisa, and the patterns in Lisa's life, and that inner world, because I didn't get off to a very good start in life. So once I tell you the story in the second book coming out, you'll understand, because what I'm about to share now is basically a gift to the world. And it's my life purpose now that it's the right time now, with everything that's happening with the book, the film, for me to speak out now and talk about this. So, in the first book, it talks about the patterns in Lisa's life and that inner world, as I've spoken to before, creating the outer world. Talking about the ancient meditation technique, Hawaiian technique by Dr. Hugh, which is called Ho'oponopono, where basically those suffering with trauma or abuse or anything in their past, those memories in the subconscious, by handing it over to the divine, which I've spoken about in the other podcasts, it basically cleans it up. By just saying, I love you, please forgive me, thank you, I'm sorry. And this is a tool and a technique that's used to basically clean that inner child, those experiences, those memories, and it's a process that you have to go through. So I now realise with the patterns that Lisa's gone through in her life, that was creating the outer world, or the experiences that we're going through. So anyway, coming back to that, so it's a process that you have to go through, and it doesn't come easy. So it's trying to figure it out, basically, that you're stuck in a rut, you're stagnant in your life. So no matter how hard you try, you seem to the circle seems to go back where it started, with any relationships, personal relationships or family or so forth. And so this is where you need help to kind of break free from this and break the habit. And it's hard to recognise the problem that you're stuck in the middle of it. And my childhood issues, like the sexual abuse, the rejection, the abandonment from my parents, seeded, shall I say, basically the problems at school that led to bullying and harassment and growing up, and I got caught in alcoholism and addiction, and though it started innocently as a young child, I lacked, should I say, emotional, physical support to foster those changes that were going on in my life at the time, and through the new changes in my life as well. And I kept measuring heavy on the more negative things rather than, should I say, the positive things, and I had not experienced, should I say, or know that I would know now, what I know now. So this is basically a gift, which is really basically, this is a gift to the world from the divine now, what I'm about to speak about. And I would not be writing this book. So speaking, heart to heart, for queer people out there, for anybody out there, I think what I'm about to share is a gift. And it's not easy. And it's not as easy as you think. As glorified to me, those listening right now, or I'm ready now. My book's signed. I need to sort of mend your relationships one by one, and starting with the one you have with yourself. It starts with yourself, and it starts with self-love, self-worth, and by loving yourself, because you are a perfect divine being of God, source, the universe, which is energy, and it's getting back to remembering who you are. And so that's the part I'm reading as part of my life. So the gender identity crisis, that you activate that core area of your development. Had a tumultuous childhood, parents' divorce, abuse, neglect, narcissism, rejection, abandonment. So those limited beliefs, those thoughts from within are transparent to your outside, and some of us may not even realise it. So then you understand why you might see the patterns in your life, with the relationships you get into, the people you surround yourself with, the things that are happening in your life, and so forth. Okay. So it's by meditation, it's by using tools and techniques, and I've also had to seek therapy from a therapist, and I've also did the inner work, and still doing the inner work today, processing all that, doing the meditation, affirmations, manifestation, should I say, being able to create whatever you want in your life, and we'll talk about that in a bit. And this is in the second book, The Law of Attraction, which again, your inner world, creating your outer world, and the Law of Attraction, and removing limited beliefs. So we'll talk about that as well. It's in the second book. So as I said, this is a gift to everybody now. My journey, what I've gone through, all the experiences, is now sharing this, and being able to help people out there that have gone through what I've gone through or about to go through. So it's by removing those limited beliefs, what I've just discussed. So by using these techniques, tools and techniques, you're able to clean up, and as I said, so what goes on inside, your thoughts, your worthiness, the feeling of being loved, the feeling you're not enough, the validation, stability, trust, the lack of poverty mindset, feeling unworthy, insecure, and so forth. So we're going to discuss all that. In the second book, it's part of my responsibility here as an individual put on the earth, which I spoke about in the second book, with the journey that I'm on, and it's an amazing journey. I knew, that I always wanted to use my empathy and warmth, so that the queer individuals out there, because part of the LGBTQ community, is an advocate here, and it's part of the journey, this story, that I would spend less time intertwined with gender dysphoria and resulting in the mental and emotional issues, and more time enjoying life. And I want to be able to transcend that into the LGBT community as well, all those that are going through some of the issues that I'm about to speak about in this podcast. And to anybody else out there, really, because the story in the book itself is to help people on many levels, because of the journey and all the experiences I've gone through. So it's on several levels here. So it's an impactful book and an impactful story, which is going to help so many. So hopefully carrying it forward, my mission is to make the world a better place, and a better place to live in for many here, working as a spiritual worker here, and so forth. So basically, I'm going to discuss some important issues, and basically, as discussed in the book, the universe, divine God, source, has your back. The divine always has your back. When you believe and you trust, the divine always has your back. Okay, it's very powerful. So meditation, your thoughts that create by healing from within. It works, it really does. You just got to trust and believe, and you got to feel it in your gut and believe it, okay? Because of the experiences and the things that are happening around my life. I'm going through a transition I'm preparing now for what's here. So anybody out there that knows me, that's connected with me in the networks or so forth, friends and so forth, will know that what's happening now, they will be able to see it for themselves, okay? Because they've been following me and watching me and close to me and so forth, okay? So what I'm about to share with you is a gift. It's the truth, the whole journey. I speak from my heart, truth, love and light. What I'm sharing with you, all the experiences I've gone through, the suffering and everything, I needed to heal myself first before I could help the world, the calling that I've had now. So, for the LGBT community and anybody out there, this is on several levels. So basically, by cleaning up and healing spiritually, you can change that outer world, which I spoke about in the other podcasts about doing the meditation. It's by making affirmations and manifestation through self-love, forgiveness. And I know that's a hard thing to do, forgiveness, because if your parents have wronged you, it's hard to forgive. If somebody in a relationship has wronged you, it's hard to forgive. But, you've got to understand that whatever's going on inside, you can attract what's outside too. And, also you have to rise above it, and, you have to learn to let go and forgive, because, when you expand and you evolve, you get to a level in your life on a higher vibration whereby you can look at them and know that they also need to be healed for their actions. And so it's about taking responsibility for yourself. That is what you need to do, working with yourself and taking responsibility. That's an important factor, okay? So moving on, the universe is abundant, and you can create and manifest anything you want. So you don't just think about it, you need to feel it, you need to believe it in yourself before you can do that. You need to visualize it, you need to make affirmations every day to make those changes in your life, and you need to remove self-limited beliefs, which is what I've just spoken about. You learn to nurture the parent inside. You're owning a child, you nurture that yourself. So it's about taking responsibility, which is what I've just discussed. And so it's about loving yourself. It starts with you. Basically, it starts with you. And you only have you to start with. And, this is with Dr. Hugh, the Ho'oponopono, which I just mentioned. It's a Hawaiian ancient technique. And the tools used, by saying, I love you, please forgive me, I'm sorry, thank you. That helps to release, it goes into the subconscious, it cleans up those memories. Even if you can't see them or feel them, the subconscious, not the conscious, is being cleaned up, the memories are being removed, and it's being handed over to the divine, basically. Okay, so, moving on. So it's important to give gratitude every day, give gratitude, be thankful for everything, be thankful for your friends, for your food, for shelter, for your job, for your love, for everything. Be thankful for drinking the water that you're drinking. Be thankful that you can walk. Be thankful for your health. Be thankful for what abundance and wealth that you've got. Whatever you have, be thankful. Give gratitude. Because this brings many blessings and many more things, good things, positive things come into your life through doing that. Not that you don't do it because you do that, give gratitude because you're grateful and mean it, okay? So for everything in life, this also lifts your vibration and brings in all those positive, lovely, juicy things that you want in your life. So it's a great taster and a great thing to do, okay? It's a good stepping stone to what you want in your life, happiness, joy, wealth, all the things that you want. Everybody deserves abundance here on the earth, and we all deserve it. So this is what it brings. Giving gratitude, also to lift that higher vibration. I always go into nature, exercise, eat healthy, think positive thoughts, do things that make you happy, stay in joy, lift your vibration. Look after your body, be careful what you put in your body, what substances you put in your body, all these things, okay, it's very important, okay, to lift your vibration. And by doing that, you will then start to manifest more things into your life, and those affirmations, you will see the signs and the symbols, which I'll speak about. And this could be numbers like 1111, 222, 333. This is a language that comes from the universe. I'm seeing these numbers quite often, 111, 222, and it means like, great changes happening in your life, a transition, an old phase of your life leaving your life, and a new beginnings coming in. So anybody seeing those numbers are going to see those changes. Anything you're dreaming or wishing about is coming true, your dreams, your goals. So just trust in that if you see those numbers, because these are signs, because the universe works in a different language, and there are also other symbols and signs. So what the signs are, whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, okay, just know that they are coming true. Dreams are reality, because you are co-creators here, and it's by, you'll start to see opportunities around your life, you'll start to see signs, you may start finding coins and things like that, and I always thank the divine. Well, I keep finding lots of coins, or if you're finding money, and you'll find that it will manifest, you'll start seeing money come into your life, and opportunities, and the affirmations also will help that. So, if you say that I am wealthy, I am abundant, and as an affirmation, and if you say it every day, you will start to see the signs and symbols, and you'll recognise it. And when I say opportunities, you might have people that will come into your life, and you'll start to see things shifting and changing around your life, and new people coming in and so forth, and you'll see the signs, you'll feel it, you'll know it within your heart. Okay, so it's by doing this, or you might even see animals. You might see a robin, or you might see a butterfly, or you might see a rainbow. I just come back from Cornwall, and I just saw lots and lots of rainbows. I saw one rainbow in the sky without clouds. Okay, so whatever you feel resonates with you, you will feel it, and you'll see the signs working with the universe. Okay, so yeah, basically that. And maybe feathers. I mean, and over the years, I've always keep finding feathers. Even recently, I just found 2 little white feathers on the bed. So you'll know that there's loved ones nearby, and they're letting you know they're with you, and they're with you on the journey, because you are here to learn. You're having a human experience here. Just remember that you are spiritual beings here. Okay. So this is another thing you'll notice with removing limited beliefs and bringing in the manifestations in your life and doing the affirmations. And it's being able to change your mindset and remove yourself from those limited beliefs, basically. And you might even see a spider, for example. And spider is creativity. So if you start seeing that, the signs and the symbols there, not just the feathers or the rainbows, which is what resonates with me. Another thing that resonates with me is a spider, or butterflies, which is like a transformation right now, which they're all signs and symbols. So whatever you've asked for here, it's coming and it's manifesting, and you create the life you want as part of your journey. And the second book, which is being released next month, December, Transmangelic, it talks about the trauma and the abuse in one's life, and the road to recovery was intertwined with spirit. So my life's purpose and what it is I'm here doing now is all part of the journey and the platform, and with the film about to be released soon, it's all part of the journey and the story, and I wanted to get it out there and share it with the world before this happens, which is about to come, or here now, should I say. And so yeah, it's by doing these things that you're intertwined with spirit, your life's purpose, you change that life for success, what it is you want. You can create anything you want. The new job you want, the new love in your life, the relationship you want, anything, whether it be a business or success, or maybe a project you're doing. You can create anything you want by removing those limited beliefs and doing the affirmations. You can create it all. Okay? and love, happiness, abundance, prosperity, wealth, health, in a positive way. You have the power within you, no matter how hard or challenging it may have been for you in your life, or maybe there's those out there that didn't have it so hard or challenging, basically you have the power to change that. So just know that these signs and these symbols are letting you know, and it's a message from the universe that basically you are on the right track. So let's talk about the inner child and what it is you can do, or how you can heal, basically. So for many out there, they've had a lack from their childhood, like myself, where they didn't have the support or the guidance. And I'm 53 now, so I came from a different generation. I was born and bred in London. I'm a born and bred Londoner. And I had a tough childhood. The eldest of 3 siblings. And I didn't get off to a very good start in life. But I always knew that I had some kind of worth. I was worthy. That always had this self-limited belief that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worthy, because of the experiences that I'd gone through in my life. And this is why I have come a long way to be here today to do this. And this is why I'm spreading this light around the world, to share this message to people, to help others, because that is part of my purpose, and that is what I'm meant to do here. And I help people every day. I work around mental health, and I'm helping people every day. So, because of that, the love is not enough, no affection, love, struggle, this limited belief, mindset, lack of poverty, not going to have enough, without love, without money, mindset, 3D world we're living in. And, it's a healing with that relationship, no sense of stability. It comes back to self-limited beliefs, basically. Again, the mindset, being without a parent, being without love, stability, being without, many out there that may have experienced it with one parent, or they may have experienced it with both, or maybe they've not experienced it at all and they've had a great childhood growing up and a great life. So, it's about the experiences and those limited beliefs, and how it, the law of attraction, how it manifests on the outside world, what goes on the inside, which I'm talking about, and how those patterns seem to sort of go around in your life with relationships and personal relationships and so forth in your life, in your and so forth. Your employment, your life, your wealth, everything, how that can affect you. Okay, so being without that love, that stability, money, missing a parent that have experienced, you focus on creativity, and it's not losing a parent or even both. The feeling of neglect, abandonment, that inner child telling you resilience, even broken or wounded. You can, you're strong enough to keep going and to, should I say, take your power back, basically, to show strength, great strength within yourself, and to, even challenged or conflicted. It's about being diligent, hard-working, using your gifts and your power, your willpower, taking your power back, finding yourself and who you are, remembering who you are, that you are a divine, perfect being of God when you're born here on this planet, when you come here, and removing yourself from the self-limited beliefs, the experiences you've gone through, and taking it back, and even wounded or whatever challenges you've gone through in your life, and to remove the negative thoughts that are holding you back and keeping you on this lower vibration of self-worth and not feeling worthy, not feeling loved, and not feeling that you're enough, should I say. And you are enough. You are worthy. You are loved. Affirmations. And keeping yourself on the high vibrations and doing the healing work to get back to you, who you really are, and removing the self-limited beliefs, which is what I'm talking about, using the tools and techniques. So, being successful, going with the flow, the positive thoughts, removing the self-limited beliefs, okay, the healing process, doing the meditation, using the tools and techniques to remove the memories. I don't care what the memories are, I don't care how they get there, I don't care where it came from, just to remove those memories, those self-limited beliefs, cleaning up and handing it over to the divine, God, source, universe, okay? So yes, removing those negative thoughts, being on a higher vibration, removing the self-limiting beliefs. It's about nurturing and addressing, should I say, those thoughts. So what I'm just saying, self-love, healing, finding peace and happiness within yourself. Getting into nature, being creative, doing the things you love, meditation, positive affirmations, and doing it every day if you can, rather than stuck in those limited beliefs that I'm talking about. Know that the universe, divine God source has always got your back, okay? That you're no longer stuck or stagnant in this situation that you're in. Trust in your intuition. Nurture oneself, nurture yourself, love yourself. Be creative, address the thoughts that you are loved, as I've discussed, that you are successful. Affirmations, positive affirmations. Change your mindset. Know that you're worthy, that there's many that not receive validation in their lives and from their parents. They've never told them or praised them or validated them for their achievements in their life, and feel that they need to prove themselves, many people. And there's many people that go out there and they go on Facebook and they go on social media or whatever, and they feel like they need to be validated, because they're missing that part of them from a child, for example, and they need to feel confident because of low self-esteem. That they don't feel they're not so great, lack of confidence, that they need to hear it. And many go out there on social media and Facebook, and they look for that. They look for that validation, that Facebook or whatever, and they tell other people, oh, you are handsome or you're pretty, and they need to be validated, and they need, for themselves. So, that being confident in yourself, basically, because they've kind of missed out on that. So it can be, triggered or reactive for other people because of the wounds that they've had. With other people with the inner child, it's important to connect with things that we may have gone through and manifest into our adult life, basically, and with their lives. And there's a number of different things for many people that may have suffered with anxiety, mental illness, neglect, depression, shame, fear. There's different types of abuse, basically, and feeling triggered towards other people because, say for example, because of the wounds that they've got within themselves, and what they've gone through as a child, like the wounds and the healing process. They feel sad, they feel depressed. They sit down and think about their childhood and it's the happy stuff. And when you view and reflect on that, how you view things in the world, and it comes back to your self-esteem, your confidence. So you need to work towards your goals and your perspective on life, your dreams, and with that perspective on love, for example, and reflect back on the feelings and what's happened in your childhood, and that has made an appearance, shall I say, in your adult life, in friendships, in relationships, in the way you view yourself, and the world around you, is the way that you view these things, these self-limited beliefs about how you feel about yourself and your experiences and whatever it is that you've gone through in your life, as discussed already. The confidence, the self-esteem. So it's having to work towards your goals and having that perspective on your life, basically, and that perspective on love and the way you think and the way you see your world, and it's the way you see yourselves. So how you see yourself is what you create around your world. Your inner thoughts create your outer world. It's what you manifest. So by doing the affirmations, you can change that from negative to positive, removing the self-limited beliefs. So, when you reflect upon that and listen to what your inner child is trying to tell you, go and have fun, let loose, enjoy, laughter, bring balance and harmony into your life and get into nature. And I'll be continuing this with part 2 of the blog. So I'll speak to you soon. Namaste, love and light. Get ready for blog 2. Speak to you soon.